a.m. in the morning.
I understand Aiden probably helped him create his platform. But at the end of the day, these people stayed on the platform because of Kai, not because of Aiden. I ain't gonna lie, bro, I don't feel like Kai owes Aiden anything. If you haven't seen lately, Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross have been in a beef about Aiden pretty much saying Kai is a fake friend, doesn't pick up his phone calls anymore, doesn't support him or collaborate with him, all of the things. Basically, he switched up on him. And a lot of people are calling Kai fake for doing this because they're like, ooh, Aiden put him on. Aiden gave him his platform, so he should just be loyal to Aiden. All hail my glorious king. I ain't gonna lie, like I said before, Kai doesn't owe Aiden anything. Don't get me wrong, when somebody gives you a platform, when somebody gives you a shout out, makes your name bigger, all those things, it's respectable. And honestly, if that's the thing that got you on, you should probably always have respect for that person, which Kai did say he has.
First of all, I want to go ahead and say, I got nothing but respect for Aiden. I ain't never have a problem with Aiden.
But just because somebody gives you a platform and gives you the ability to reach a wider audience doesn't mean you owe them your life or like undying loyalty. I'm a heavy believer in like what Tupac said. When you've been such a good friend to me, at a certain point, you will never be my enemy. Which Kai has not made out of Aiden. Kai has never bashed Aiden. Kai has never told people not to watch Aiden or anything of the sort. And even in his recent clip, he said that he had a lot of respect for Aiden. So with that being said, I don't really feel like he owes him any other obligation, especially when he feels like Aiden has done things that have made him uncomfortable and done things that have really put Aiden as a bad friend instead of Kai. For example, Kai said Aiden's manager literally called him and called him the N-word.
Tav is a white man, by the way. He proceeds to say, from Nike to McDonald's, but bro, keep it real, bro. A chicken Big Mac, nigga? He on my phone calling me the N-word at 4 a.m. in the morning.
If you don't know, Aiden's manager is not black. And when Aiden heard about this, he called his manager and got on the phone laughing with him.
Yep.
Are you eating a chicken mac?
No.
Dude, what the fuck is that? Dude, did you say that?
I don't remember, this is last year, your birthday, after we did your birthday. I don't remember most of it. If I did, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean anything bad about it.
Nah, yeah, you good. I mean, I'm not one to say you're good. But wait, why did you get mad about a chicken mac, though? Like, what's wrong with the chicken mac?
I'm not doing this right now. I'll call you after stream.
If I'm your friend, you have somebody else you cool with, and they're constantly putting me in uncomfortable positions, uncomfortable situations, I'm not gonna be your friend no more, especially if you're over there laughing about him, about what they did. Aiden did come back and say, you can't control everybody on your team. You can't control if there's one bag egg in a batch or something like that. Which honestly, yeah, that's true. You can't control everybody on your team. You can't expect everybody to uphold the same morals and standards as you all the time. But if somebody does disrespect your morals and does disrespect somebody, you should have the goodwill to not laugh about it on the phone with them. Especially if you know this genuinely made somebody feel uncomfortable. This genuinely hurt somebody's feelings. You shouldn't feel like it's okay to laugh about it with them. If you felt like they were doing something that goes against your beliefs, then honestly, I really feel like they shouldn't be on your team anymore. Because think about the potential opportunities that they can mess up for you. Imagine Aiden has this opportunity to collab with this big celebrity or something, like, I don't know, like Drake or something. And he gets on the phone and he calls him an N-word or something. Now, because of somebody who's directly not Aiden, he's messed up Aiden's opportunity and his money and his views, and probably will snowball effect into a lot more different opportunities, because word's going to get out that you're racist and there's going to be a bunch of celebrities that's not going to want to collab with you. This all goes down to business. I read a book called Good to Great, and in this business, it talks about this exact thing. Whenever you have somebody that's a bad egg in your batch, you got to get rid of them, because just like a sickness, virus, disease, whatever you want to call it, it's eventually going to spill over into the rest of the egg. Honestly, before you say that Kai is being a fake friend and not showing him love and stuff like that, think about what Aiden did to him. Another specific part about this beef that I thought was pretty weird was that Aiden was mad at him for not like acknowledging some glaze he did on the stream or something. Honestly, it probably is a little weird to just go about the clip and not say anything. But what did you want him to say? All he could possibly have said was, thank you, brother. Like, what did you want him to say? Oh, thank you, Aiden. You made my whole career. I love you. Is that the response you wanted? I see if you saw the clip and was like, F you or something. He literally just saw the clip and moved on about his day. What opinion was he really supposed to give to that clip? What insight was he supposed to give to it? They talked about the side picking thing with the Twitch Rumble kick thing too, which honestly, I'm not too tapped into this. I don't really know too much about it besides the fact that Kick is another platform that Aiden Ross primarily streams on after he got kicked off of Twitch. But I ain't really know it started with some beef behind the scenes, and honestly, I don't know why it would. Why does it matter what platform you stream on? Ultimately, at the end of the day, you streaming on a specific platform doesn't hurt the other creators' pockets. It just helps the person who owns the platform's pocket. So I don't really understand why any of you care anyway. Is Aiden the owner of Kick? Let me look it up real quick. Makes sense. So Aiden owns 30% of Kick, so maybe that's why he wanted different creators on the platform. But still, if y'all are true friends, you're not gonna bash anybody for staying on the platform that they already grinded, they already worked hard, they already fought to build an audience on. As somebody who is a creator, you should have the understanding that if I'm already popping on YouTube or Twitch, why would I just want to switch all my stuff over to Kick? Like, yes, if you made it worth my while, if you offer me a bunch of money, I might consider doing it. But if none of that, then why? I know Soul Illuminati just went through the same thing when they were trying to get him on Kick, but they didn't offer him any bread to do it. So again, why would I leave the platform that pays my bills, that pays me, feeds me, and that I have fought to build this audience on to go to a lesser known platform where I'm not guaranteed bread? That just doesn't make sense, and I don't understand why they make fun of people for doing it. Then with that happening, Aiden laughed at some picture of Kai being, basically the picture was trying to make it like Kai was a slave to Twitch or something like that, which is obviously racist, overtly racist. And honestly, I'm not gonna fault Aiden that much for that, because honestly, even if something is offensive, sometimes we do have the tendency to laugh at it. I ain't gonna lie, I laugh at stuff that I'm not supposed to all the time. I know every time you scroll on Instagram or every time you scroll on TikTok, you laugh at some guilty stuff. And there's no problem in that, we all do it. But at the same time, if I'm laughing at something that genuinely bothers my friend, then I'm gonna apologize for that, and I'm probably not gonna laugh at it no more just because of my connection to him. I'm gonna immediately think, if I see something like this, of how it made him feel, and I'm not gonna even think that that's funny no more. But hey, I could see him feeling like it's not that serious too, which honestly is understandable. But still, I would definitely still apologize if I saw it made somebody feel a certain type of way. The last pretty much point in the beef that Aiden didn't like was that Kai collabs with Speed more, which honestly, I don't even understand why this is a problem. Maybe he just likes Speed more. I feel like that's like that same entitlement. I put you on, so you have to collab with me every time I hit you up. No, I don't. I mean, to bring it back, bro, I understand Aiden probably helped him create his platform. But at the end of the day, these people stayed on the platform because of Kai, not because of Aiden. There's plenty of examples of people trying to put people on in various industries, and it doesn't work because the person they're trying to put on is simply just not good or not entertaining. It just doesn't work. Like, yes, when somebody shouts you out, it gives you to more eyes. But if you're not bringing nothing to the equation by yourself, it's not gonna work. But with Kai streaming with Speed, he has the right to collab with anybody he wants to. And he also has the right to not collab with anybody he wants to. So if he doesn't want to collab with you, you don't have the right to be mad about it. I bet if I hit up Kai today to collab, he ain't gonna collab with me. But would I get mad? No, because it's his right to collab with me or not. At the end of the day, bro, I really just feel like all this beef is stupid. And I don't even understand why it was even brought up in the first place. Bro, both of you are successful. Both of you doing your own thing. Both of you are good at what you do. So why even try to bring up a beef in the first place? Like, just keep getting money on your side, keep getting money on his side. That's completely fine. Everybody wants to be our buddy and streaming and content stuff. When y'all know for a fact, if these people that have platforms, y'all would probably never be cool with each other. I be wanting people to fake the feeling just so you can get your numbers up. And I understand lately people feel like Kai is fake and Kai just went corporate and mainstream. But hey, once he got to that point, once he built up that platform, that's what he was supposed to do. Yes, there is a certain appeal to creators making stuff and it being like kind of how my content is. I'm just a guy in a room with no corporation backing me. And for that, and there's no corporation being like, oh, you can't say this, you can't say this, you can't say this. And people like that because it's a real authentic and genuine experience. But hey, if I was to get bigger like Kai, who am I to say that? If I got a Target deal, if I got a Jordan deal, if I got a Nike deal, that I wouldn't do similar things. Because at the end of the day, you gotta protect the bag, bro. Now, if he is doing certain things just to sell out and be friends with certain people, I do feel like sometimes that can be kind of odd. But in the same sense, I understand because that's what the majority of his audience comes for now. A lot of people not clicking on Kai no more to watch them ding dong ditch pranks no more, bro. They come to see him collab with the celebrities and do funny stuff and stuff like that. And he knows if he cannot continue making that content, a lot of his audience will dip off. Obviously not all of it. He'll probably still have a good bit of people, but a lot of people come for that. And I know a lot of people who only watch when he has certain guests on. So if that's your bag, why lose that bag? I don't understand why people criticize him for going mainstream and getting bigger deals and being in more stuff. I feel like that's a good thing. Don't you want your creators to be successful? That's what Kai is doing. Anyway, that's pretty much everything I got to say about that beef. There's been so many beefs lately. I hope they just drop it. We just stop fighting with each other. We all just get along. Anyway, if you like the video, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit is much appreciated. Tune into some of my other videos. You might like them. Thank you. See you next time.